there's a lot of interesting things about Florida. Probably one of the biggest weird things that's different is the weather. It's and you really can't predict it when you first get there. You think it's going to be sunny all the time, and then all of a sudden it's raining, and like it's weird. Over time, you like develop this sense of when it's coming and what's going to happen, and it totally baffles people. I took my parents there afterwards, and I would say things like, "It's going to rain," and they'd be like, "It seems really sunny, you know," but and sure enough, it would rain. And you just get this sense. But there's this strange phenomenon that happens. We called it the wall of rain, and it was a lot of times when you'd be riding your bicycle, you'd just see in front of you would be just this blue, beautiful sky, and you turn around and it looks like death. There's just dark clouds, and you see like this just straight line, this wall of rain just coming behind you, and you try to pedal past it, but eventually it catches up with you. It's weird. It's like a line in the sky of rain, no rain, and that was always fun when you're riding a bicycle, let me tell you. The winter is nice there. It's usually in the 70s, 80s, pretty mild, and there's not a lot of rain in the wintertime. But the summertime is brutal. So I always prayed, and I know the other missionaries prayed for like a full car area during the summertime, because you don't want to be out walking or on a bicycle. Other people can deal with it because they get to wear shorts, t-shirts, whatever, but when you're wearing a white shirt and a tie, it's not fun. Just the heat is crazy. I remember my first summer, it was 98 every day, and there was like zero cloud cover except for when it rained. And you like pray that it's going to rain, but you know that as soon as it's done raining, that it's going to be hotter and more humid than it was before. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Summer is also when all the bugs come out. I mean, they're there all the time, but you have certain seasons for bugs, and they're big. The bugs are big. It's weird. It's like here, the animals are really big, the bugs are small. In Florida, it's like the animals are a little bit smaller, but the bugs are a lot bigger. It's like they're trying to meet in the middle or something. But they have these things called love bugs. I guess they introduced them to try to kill the mosquitoes, but apparently they didn't actually eat the mosquitoes, and now they're just a nuisance. But they like attached, actually two of them will attach themselves together, and they actually fly around together. But twice a year is the love bug season, and it's usually with the humidity, they'll just like stick to you. You'll just be sweating and they'll just get all in your face. It's not necessarily the funnest thing, but I guess it's worth it to see all the other wildlife. You gotta deal with that. As far as other wildlife goes, there's lots of birds. That was the coolest thing I thought about Florida, was just the different types of birds everywhere. You have you have like these giant sandhill cranes. I thought they were cool. They're actually protected, and so if you kill one, you're in big trouble. But they actually just walk around in people's yards. They're about like 5 feet tall. Yeah, people just feed them, and they'll just be walking around neighborhoods. It's a strange thing. It's all different colors of birds, and they're really cool to watch. I remember you kind of get desensitized after a while, because I remember one of my first days I saw an ibis, this little bird with a curved beak, and I thought it was the coolest thing, and I went and I was running to take a picture, and my trainer was just laughing, and I guess it was just funny because those things are everywhere. It wasn't that cool of an experience, but I thought it was at the time. Gators, I guess, gators are associated with Florida, and they're pretty common there. You won't see them a whole ton unless you go like down in the southern part, more like in Naples, around the Everglades, and then you just see huge ones. If you actually get a chance to go out in the Everglades, I mean, I remember there was a member took us out to the Everglades one P-Day, and we went on this little boardwalk, and there was just gators all underneath us. It's kind of scary. But as we went to go drive away, his little granddaughter threw her binky out the window on this road. This is a little dirt road we were driving on, and he said, "Elder Anderson, get out and find the binky for me." So of course I get out, and like probably like 6 feet away from me, there's like 3 alligators just sitting on the beach, and I'm just like trying to find the binky. I eventually just got back in the car and said I can't find it, and he just went out and found it. But yeah, so yeah, they're pretty cool though. There's lots of places you can go, like aquariums and things. You actually can hold them and then play with them a little bit. But yeah, don't take them into your apartment or pick them up in the wild. We actually had a missionary in our mission that, yeah, he had to go to court and all this stuff. Someone reported him because they'd taken a little alligator up to their apartment and took pictures with it and had it in their bathtub or something. And so just don't do that. As far as food goes, it's fantastic. Plan on gaining weight. I mean, you'd think because you're pretty much living in a sauna and you're doing all kinds of physical exercise that it won't be a problem. But I gained 40 pounds in the first year of my mission. It's that food is fantastic. If you take anything healthy and you take it down to Florida, and they will find a way to make it unhealthy. Like, sure, we're eating vegetables, but they're either dipped in batter and fried or candied. We got a bunch of sugar all over them. But yeah, the barbecue. And you'll learn that there's not only one type of barbecue. There's like 3 or 4 different types of barbecue, and they're all amazing. And people slow cook their food there. Like they'll spend days just cooking the food, so it just falls off the bone. And like someone offers you seconds on that, you can't say no. You can't say no to that. So